Hi there fam, and welcome back to another episode of Glo-ing Agelessy. My name is Gloria, your host, and today I have a special guest, my guest of honor. My fiance, Sir J. You guys saw me interview women in the past, but I wanted a male's perspective, someone who, though may not be having menopausal symptoms, he's with a woman who is experiencing perimenopause and probably close to being in full-on menopause. So he has a very intimate experience or relationship to how menopause can affect my life, because it's also affecting his life. So babe, tell me a few of the things that you feel have affected our relationship, or that you've seen about me in our relationship that are related to menopause.
Well, basically the night and day. Night and day meaning the hot and the cold. So me, say for instance, I am cold.
All the time.
She is hot. So I'm here with the heater blasting, and then she's on the other side like, oh my god, I'm so burning up, and I'm over there like shivering, and I'm like, babes, you don't feel how the place feel? And she's like, babes, open a window or something, and I'm just like, okay. And night, she gets hot. She's like literally burning up, but you're not seeing any sweat, but she is burning up inside. I would have on full winter wear, have the heater on and everything blasting, and she would be on the other side like, oh my god, can you open a window, turn the fan on, something, you know. She would just throw away the sheet, like, you can't even put the blanket on her. You cannot.
That's true.
She would be just there like dying in heat.
Yeah, he always have me with like, he sleeps in sometimes two comforters or a blanket and a comforter or something. No, so we have to have two separate sides of the bed where he has his double layers of sheets and comforters, and they just have a very thin sheet. It has to be very, very light because I'm so hot at night. But I'm not sweating, but I'm really just very hot. At least I don't think I sweat at night. But.
And next thing is, she gets frustrated very easy, like extremely. Any simple thing would just send her into a whole spiral. And as simple as just, babes, just hold on, let me just get that for you, babes, let me just, you know.
I don't like anything stressing me out at all. Yeah. I feel like one time I had a higher tolerance level, like my patience level now is so low. Yeah. I get to a point that I actually get like a little anxious if I'm doing something and I cannot get it done because it's stressing me out. Yeah. That's when I feel like I actually get almost like a hot flash, because my body starts to get really hot, and I don't know, it's just like an anxiety that, is it anxiety attack? I don't know what it is, but I start to feel like I'm shaking. I don't like that feeling.
Yeah, sometimes I definitely have to just hold her and be like, babes, just calm down. Just sit right here, give me a minute, let me sort it out, and come right back. And sometimes when I'm even dealing with clients and they get me a little bit frustrated, she's like, don't even bother with it. You know, I don't even want to hear a client on the phone. She just go left, and sometimes I'm just like, sometimes I just sneak away and just make the call just so she don't even hear the client's voice, because every little thing puts her into that little moment.
It's like I get into high alert.
Yeah, and she shuts down.
Yeah. I don't like I like peace and quiet and tranquility. I like low stress. I don't like any experience or anything that is going to bring stress. So I understand that with his job, sometimes he's dealing with different individuals. So people are all different. But some of his clients, I'm like, oh my God, not them again. I start to get stressed just hearing the name call, for real.
The low libido, yeah. Really low. Yeah.
Is it really that low?
No, it's not really that low, but
it's low.
It low. Yeah. So some of the time you really got to, wind it up. You got to get it going. You have to have a long runway stretch.
You got to
you start from like 2 hours before. You know what I'm saying?
2 hours before.
Get the thought process going. Say, all right, yeah, we're going to, so we get the thought process going. But yeah, and the next thing is that whole long stretch. Would I say of long stretch for get it, and then after the plane just rides for just 2 minutes and then. Yeah, so you have to make sure you land fast, because if you don't land fast, dog eat your supper.
It's stressful. I don't like. Oh my god, that's so true.
Yeah.
For me, like sex is great, but I definitely don't have the energy, I guess, for lack of a better word, to be having sex for hours. Give me 5 minutes. I'm good.
Yeah, I don't know where that 5 minutes come from or that 15 minutes come from, but I guess it's just the territory. That's basically what it is.
It wasn't like that before, so I guess it's just what it is. I could never imagine that it could be this way, but I know that a lot of other women experience this. But what he doesn't recognize too, and I've talked to him about it, I said, Jay, babe, it can be painful. So if you are having sex or you're doing forget sex, suppose you're doing something and one person is enjoying it but the other person is in pain. It's like you are inflicting pain, you're having enjoyment, and you don't understand why this other person is not having as much fun, but the person is in pain.
But the greatest thing about it is, though, to educate yourself. Once you educate yourself, because before I didn't understand, and a good friend of ours, Verdell, talked to me about it a bit, and then I started doing my research, and then when she went to this event they had in the city with Halle Berry, and I heard she was saying, "Look, it's like razors."
Yeah, Halle said she felt like someone was coming at her with a knife or something. Like she said something, but whatever she said, her terminology hit home. I said that is exactly how it started to feel.
But before,
it's not bad
before I thought she was making excuses. Thinking, she run games, and I was just like, "Yo, no, take it," But then I was just like, okay, so she's actually keeping it 100. So then I started being mindful, doing my research and all of that, and just got to be understanding about it.
That's a little education on why a woman will start to feel more pain. The walls, the woman's vagina's walls, because of the lack of estrogen, it starts to get thinner, so she feels the pain even more because of the thinning of the walls or the uterus, whatever. But thankfully that pain doesn't last forever. Like, I think it's really, for me, I don't know about other people, but for me it's only at the beginning, like the very beginning of sex. But once we get into it, it's
ship starts rolling.
Then it's fine.
I
but I still don't want an hour of it. I don't need an hour.
Too much info on that. Yeah. Alright, the next thing is she gets tired very easily. When I say very easily,
like right now,
I come through the door, and when I come through the door, I would see Jay, and she's there, and she's on the laptop editing, and I was just like, alright, babes, go in the kitchen now, make something, come out and say, alright, I'm gonna sit down, watch a movie, and catch up with G.
Because I don't have enough sleep at night.
And I'm just like, G! And all
exactly like
is
that.
Just like,
and that's another thing. Don't wake me up like that. You see, like how he said he would do that.
Yeah, because
and jump me out of my
some of the times I would think she's playing, but then coming to understand with the whole realization of everything, I'm just like,
you blink, I'm asleep. Goodbye.
Damn. And I think this is something that it needs to be put out there on a broader span for
People need to know.
To know, because I think with this, a lot of marriages, a lot of relationship go down the drain because of the unknown. A lot of male don't know, a lot of female don't know, and it needs to be out there.
I feel like because it's been such a taboo subject, like women are expected to be always considered like vibrant and sexual creatures, and menopause, even though we may look or appear to be sexy or sexual creatures, at that point in our lives, sex almost becomes like the enemy.
Basically, it was like you would see a nice boutique, but basically it's closed.
Yeah, you can't go in there and get nothing.
Yes, it looks very nice on the outside and all of that, but the owners have migrated and
they're gone.
Yes.
Yeah, but so more people need to talk about it. There are things that you can do to, like treatments and stuff like that I have not yet. Like I've done like taking different types of supplements, which are good. Some of these supplements have really helped me, especially like with my anxiety and stuff. Like different things it has helped me with. Maybe it's helped with sex too. I don't know, but because you're the person, if you're in this together, you can tell me if it's better than it was before. Like
I know the lubes work.
You just jump from one thing to the other.
Listen, I know for a fact the lubes work because you got to get into that aspect of it.
You have to get into you got to get into the mood. So
Yes.
for a woman who's going through menopause, will probably take longer to get turned on, to really get ready for the moment. So with these lubes, as we call it, I like to call them moisturizers.
Okay.
They moisturize you and they prepare you for it, but they're not. The ones that I use, are external. They're not internal. Okay? But if you put it on the outside, the surface of the vajayjay, it helps to make it, nice and smooth and moist, so that the penetration is not hard. Like it's not making you sore. So you guys are here to learn a lot about
it. Yeah, it's good for the quick flip, because
the quick flip.
Yeah,
you mean the quickie.
Yeah,
because
listen, if you don't have that runway, preparing it mentally, the lube will definitely help.
True. Some nights it's true. Sometimes we want to have sex and he's like, I said, babe, like I'm tired and I don't want to I don't want to try. I just don't. He's like, okay,
that's where the tiredness comes in.
Right, babe, you like get the lube or whatever.
Lube works. Yeah, it works. But a little drop though.
That's a little. You don't need a lot.
Yes.
A little goes a long way. And there's so many different brands like Womeness and Kendra. There's a lot of different brands that you can get that are very good. And some of them have hyaluronic acid. Is that the right name? Anyway, they're also nourishing to the vagina. So that's something that I realize that there are brands out there that are trying to make these things that are more beneficial to us, and not just for the pleasure of it, but for also the healing, which is something that I feel like we need that healing, so that each time is good.
Didn't I hear something about like hormone therapy or something like
HRT, hormone replacement therapy. So I'm going to look into getting hormone replacement treatment. I should have had that a long time ago. I've been sitting around thinking that this will just go away by itself. No, you need help. You need to find a good doctor who will listen, who will understand that you're not just saying you're not crazy, And
so how is that beneficial now to who doesn't know out there for menopause?
The hormone replacement.
Right.
So basically the hormones that we are lacking, we need to get. Some of us might need a little progesterone, but most of us need some extra estrogen. That's what helps keep us in balance. So even with fatigue, even with our getting upset quickly or getting stressed quickly, our hormones play a huge part in that. So memory loss, like just forgetting things. I get, like talking to you guys now, there are some things that I want to say, but for some reason my brain isn't bringing those words out, even though I have them in my head. You go blank all the time. I get like, I'm like, what the hell is that name again?
Yeah.
And I hate that.
Sure.
That's so annoying. But yeah, so hormone replacement treatment or therapy helps with a lot of those things. So I'm gonna be looking into it to get it done very, very soon, within the next month or so. And we'll put it to the test to see if it's.
And you should hear my reviews on it though.
Yeah, we'll come back afterwards.
Yeah, we'll come back and let you guys know. So I would be having a little kind of slight argument in a sense, and then she would just be like, babes, can you just stop?
Yeah.
And she just shuts off.
Yeah. Sometimes, remember when I yelled at you? I remember cursing.
Oh yeah, one time she went way out of character. I was just like, hold on, is this a Snickers commercial? She just went left. She was just like, la 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 la. A serious outburst, and I was just like,
it was too much.
Am I in the wrong place or something? Like, I'm just like, wow. She just flipped from night to day, and I couldn't understand it.
Because my thing is this: if we are having a discussion or an argument, I cannot discuss or have an argument about something for too long. After a while, my brain cannot take it. I don't have the capacity for it. So even though for him he is getting his words, his thoughts out, and he's trying to come to a conclusion, I've already gotten to a point where I don't want to talk about it anymore because it's not doing me good. I feel like I'm actually going crazy then. I actually start to feel like there's a ringing in my ear. I cannot. So there have been times that I just like had a huge outburst because he wouldn't just end it. Like, just, we don't need to discuss it any further, or maybe we don't need to discuss it further now. Maybe let's continue. And I've said that, like, let's continue this conversation another time because I cannot do it. And if you are a male or a female and you experience what I'm talking about, where you realize I cannot have, I'm getting too excited or having arguments. These things happen, but they have to be balanced because our minds aren't able to, like, we can't take it. We can't take that extreme stress level because that's what having those arguments and discussions do. It raises our stress level.
Right, and she's at low tolerance.
Extremely low.
Yeah.
To the floor.
Zero tolerance. Yeah, the next one is the weight gain. Weight gain. Yeah, because when I met her, she was skinny, as we Jamaican and I said, stomach flat. When I mean her stomach was flat, she was just like
a toothpick.
Yes, toothpick. And when I came into the picture and that episode started, yes, the legs started getting thicker, the rear end.
My booty got bigger.
Yeah, the stomach, which she been trying. She works out endlessly trying to get rid of, as they would say, the little poofa. That's what they call
the little muffin dot or whatever it is that I have.
Whichever, Pillsbury roll, whatever. So, yeah, and it's stressful.
It's stubborn.
It's very stressful because she's there working out, and I just couldn't understand. Even I started changing up the whole meal.
Yeah, because he's the one
I used
who
to
cooks.
eat very heavy, and I was just like, I didn't meet her like that, and I see that this thing is stressing her out with the lower belly fat because it's just right there, only right there. She would do like tons of crunches.
Crunches,
yes.
planks.
Crunches, planks, anything will have to do with the lower
the abs period, not just the lower.
And then you would feel her stomach and you could feel underneath that flesh the hardness, but then the flesh is not going nowhere. The flesh is just there saying hello. It's not going anywhere.
The extra layer.
Yes, that extra layer. So
it's so annoying.
Yeah, that weight gain right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like whatever fat is being deposited there. Like, I just don't get it. And there's a lot of women my age feel that same stress because that's where our stomach gets bigger. During that time, our stomachs just naturally start to get bigger. I don't know why. Some of it do have to do with diet, so we at this age do have to change our diet. So there's some things that we have to increase and some things that we have to remove or reduce. And one of these things that I've increased on is protein. But the good thing is the weight gain, it went to the booty. We love that.
Yeah, the booty's alright, but she went drastic on the whole change in the food. Like, I can't have no bread no more. Can I have some bread, please? Everything named flour gluten is out. When I mean is out.
We still eat a little, but nothing.
Listen,
not a lot.
We have to go on vacation for me to get a little treat, if you know what I mean. Yeah, when it comes down to the food.
Oh, I want treats.
That's the only way. A slice of bread. No,
yeah,
cannot enter. It cannot enter. So, that weight gain, it's a killer. And then
it stresses me out.
It puts on the stress. It puts on the stress because you could see her just walking around looking at it. Then she even go pick out all the waist bead from when she was a toothpick trying to get it around, and she's like, "Yeah, vacation is coming up, and I'm good to do
I remember when those waist beads would just hang off of me. They're like holding onto my stomach. Yeah, for someone like me who work out so diligently and I teach workout classes and I eat very good, I don't eat unhealthy. It's a struggle. I'm
too healthy.
You think it's too healthy?
Too healthy.
I don't think I eat too healthy, but for someone who doesn't have a diet restriction like yourself, it will feel like I'm eating too healthy. But you're looking at me. I think I eat just healthy for my age. Because generally speaking, that's all we should be eating. We should eat healthy. Reducing the amount of sugar I eat. I don't buy sugar. I don't put sugar in the foods that I eat, the drinks, the whatever. I will put a sugar substitute or none at all. And here?
Something, whatever, whichever.
All right. Thank you all so much for joining me on this. This is the final episode of Glo-ing Agelessy for this season, and I'll be back hopefully with some great conversations again. And it doesn't have to be about menopause, but menopause obviously is something that is very close and near and dear to me because I'm experiencing the symptoms, or perimenopause, or basically I'm getting to be full-on menopause very soon. So I feel like there are a lot of women like myself and a lot of men like Jay who have experiences with menopause, and some of us feel like we're alone in it. So having others voice how they feel in their experiences helps us not necessarily to feel better, but it helps to give us some knowledge of how to
ease into it.
Yeah, how to deal with it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and definitely talk to your doctors. I hope that you have a good GYN who is listening and who can help guide you and help you just transition through this period. And this, I understand, could last 10 years or maybe even longer, the whole peri and post menopause.
Right, and inform them at what age it normally starts, like a 10-year.
It starts, yeah. It could start as early as in your 30s. Mid-30s. Some people actually go through early menopause for, like, if you have to remove your uterus. Like people who have hysterectomies.
Yeah, it is great to be educated about it, and I don't think I've seen or heard males speak about that topic.
Well, that's so true.
I think, from my perspective, because when I spoke with my uncles about it, they were like looking at me like, what?
I didn't know you speak to your uncle.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
That's good, babe.
I did. So, they're like, wow, you have a lot of wisdom, you know, and I think it's something that needs to be out there, really out there. I think it needs to be taught in school, just like physical education and all of that. So we as men can be prepared for it, you know, because
not just us women, but men as well, because you are a part of a woman's life more than likely. So it could be even your mother.
Yes,
you just need
definitely.
to be very conscious of what that person is going through. Show empathy and understanding. Like, that's basically what we need.
Yes, that's true. Because before I, you know, knew about it, I used to snap. I was like, you just take the stuff up. Where did you put it? She's like, I don't remember what
It's never me. It's never me.
And I'm like, gee, you just take up the stuff. And then now the next thing she falls asleep on me, and I'm like, yo, but babes, I come to bed now so we can have our time, and G is out. Cool. So, you know, it's a great topic to put out there. If there's any way that we
can put it on more platforms.
Put it out there on more platforms, you know, it would be great. And even on some younger platform too as well, I think we would save a lot of marriages and a lot of relationship, because a lot of these older folks, they don't want to talk about it. And they don't even know about it.
How you mean they don't know about it?
A lot of men don't know about it.
Oh, you mean men? But they've gone through it with their feelings.
They have gone through it, but they don't know what it is. If I didn't have the...
Oh, you mean they don't know that that's why?
They don't know that's why.
Because they do know what it is. They know that the woman stops having a period.
Even though they know that they don't know why she become miserable. After all
that's
these
my
years,
point. Why you become miserable?
She just talking, she just nagging all kind of stuff, and you're just like her. And then when time to have sex, she gone out of bed before you, and then you're just like, what's going on?
It's true.
You know, and then she's just complaining that she's tired, and then you're like, but you wasn't doing anything, so why are you tired? So,
unlike me, I'm always doing something though.
Yeah, and your brain is always working. Your brain stays overworked. It fries out. So when it's time to fly out and all of that, we just throw it at everything. All the electronic devices. Like, don't call G. Do not call G.
But the thing is, we are on vacation now, but we are talking to you guys. This was important that we needed to do this. We needed to wrap it up.
Yes, definitely. So this is very important. And, you know, if I could reach younger crowds to let them know exactly what's going on, hey, listen, I hope this video reach you.
All right, guys. We thank you and look forward to seeing Sir Jay and myself again in some of my future Glo-ing Agelessy videos. Until then, take care. Bye for now.
Alright. The film where you check G and G's there, you know, just on the computer and the sofa, and then next thing you know, like, what? She's out. Blank.
But you fall asleep quick too. Stop. You probably are going to menopause.
No, listen. Stop doing the flipping of the switch. Okay?
I'm just saying, some things aren't just menopause. It could be just, I'm naturally just tired.
You're naturally just tired.
I do a lot.
Yeah. Once she hits the couch, in a couple seconds, she is out. And the next thing is now she gets very angry easy. Like, in seconds. Yeah, you're talking to her, you just turn on and she just turns into a full vision.